Yo, people, and we're back again to talk some Arsenal transfers in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, today we're going to touch a bit upon Leroy Sane. You know, some new stuff actually came out in the last few moments while I was planning this. So that's going to be interesting. We are going to talk a bit about some Rodrygo stuff. And finally, it does seem like there is another twist in the saga for Arsenal when it comes to Sesko and Viktor Gyokeres. So look, let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. I hope you are having a very, very, very good Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Where is it? Tuesday? It's Wednesday. Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah. Obviously, we're here again to talk some more transfer stuff. In all fairness, there's not too much to go over today, so this may be an even shorter stream. And obviously, with the deadline ending yesterday at 7 p.m. I'm not sure how much impact that's going to have on the transfer window as a whole. You know, I still imagine in these next 6 days, Arsenal especially will still try and get things done. And yeah, that pretty much is what it is. So look, yeah, let's not waste no time. Just make sure you guys are doing the admin stuff, taking off your shoes, liking the video, subscribing to the channel. As you can see, we're on 6126. We are looking to get to 6.2 because we are looking to get to 7 because we are looking to get to 10. So continue to support your boy, continue to help your boy in his journey. So you know what? I'm gonna start with Sane. Yeah. Because look, I had it all planned. Let me show you what I had all set up. I thought I was Nang. I had it all planned. I was like, yeah, we're gonna talk some nice little Sane stuff. Let me share the screen quickly because I saw this article and it was basically Leroy Sane wants to join Arsenal after talks with Mikel Arteta. So according to recent reports, 242,000 per week by a Munich star Leroy Sane is a genuine target for Mikel Arteta. The Germany international was rumored to be closing in on a new deal at Bayern, but despite reportedly agreeing terms, Sane hired a new representative in the form of super agent Pini Zahavi to help negotiate an even better extension. This has majorly stalled Sane's agreement over fresh terms, allowing Premier League sides to swoop in and tempt the former Man City star with a return to England. Christian Falk reported last week that Arsenal held talks with Sane's camp over a move to the Emirates, where he'd be reunited with Arteta, and now courtside have provided a further update on the situation. They now report that Sane wants to sign for Arsenal after holding talks with Arteta, and it is also believed that 29-year-old has a written offer to join them on the table. And I was like, interesting. You know, it's seeming like, you know, Sane is gonna be here. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, raw. Hello, what phase is Louis Enrique in? Low. Don't say that. I big up Steven Saw, man. I can't believe Steven got rid of his badge, man. Hopefully he gets a new badge soon. Hope you're good though, my bro. What a workful day. I big up all the Liverpool fans. That work still getting over the line is big. So yeah, I'm quite interested to see how y'all play next season. I won't lie. Big up Ross, Fireball, Caleb. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up Mustafa, man. Hooks, I see you, my striker. Don't worry, we're gonna get around to it. I big up Kizzy, my brother. Big up Martin, AFC 81, my brother. Make sure you're hitting the likes. Come on, let's not be fraudulent with the likes, people. You know, let's try and get to 100. We want to get these as close to 100 by the time we end, as always. You know what I'm saying? I love England, but yesterday I didn't even watch the game. I didn't care for it, to be quite honest. And the fact that we lost is crazy. It's do you know what? You lot call him too cool. I call him Westgate. Yeah, it's looking real Westgate at the moment. But here I'm thinking, yeah, quickly, big up Big GZ, done though, my brother. Here I'm thinking, yeah, you know, the Sane thing on the free is looking good. The 242,000 a week, I'm not too sure on. Yeah, he would have definitely had to lower his demands quite a bit. I'm not even gonna lie to anybody, quite a bit, because yeah, I'm not paying that much for him, even if he is on a free. But then, you know, I see this Romano, and look, 7:45 a.m. today, you know, that's how early I got smoked. Do you know what I mean? That's how early I had to change things up, innit? So look, understand Galatasaray are now optimistic and confident to get Leroy Sane deal done. Galatasaray board and president now confident to get green light from Sane and bring him to the club. Negotiations well underway. Yeah. And it really is looking like Sane is gonna go to the Turkish league. It really is. Yeah, man. Luis Garcia, it really is. Do you know what I mean? It really is, man. Works Wednesday, yeah? Come on, Mr. Battered. Yeah. No, he's not. Well, he's not rejecting Arsenal. Well, I guess you could say he's rejecting Arsenal because we're probably offering him a lot lower than what Galatasaray are in it, which shows me that he cares more about the money. You know what I'm saying? His missus just want to live in Turkey now. I hear it. Well, look, yeah, it didn't end there, innit? And you know what? I went from thinking maybe Arsenal have a chance to sneak in to thinking, you know what? I think Galatasaray is just where he ends up now, because we had Florian Plettenberg, my brother. He comes through. Leroy Sane is in advanced negotiations with Galatasaray, as Gala have submitted a top written offer to Sane, as exclusively revealed on 24th of May, including a net salary of over 10 to 12 million euros per year. He is not expected to travel to the USA for the Club World Cup on Thursday. Talks about this are still ongoing. Sane will definitely leave FC Bayern on a free transfer. The decision has been made and Bayern are informed. So this has real legs, you know. This has real legs, proper real legs. Do you know what I'm saying? The legs are real. Yeah. Because he's now not going to the Club World Cup, which means he's probably going to get this all signed, sealed, and delivered very soon. Big up, mate. Just go with the flow. I hear it, Harley. I hear it. Yeah, fat wages, man. Them man are giving him fat wages. Oh, Plettenberg just tweeted again. Okay, let me see what his latest tweet is. Bear with me. I'll get it up. Florian, where art thou, Florian? Florian Plettenberg. Let's see what he has. Let's see what his latest tweet is. Okay, cool. So, make sure you guys are liking. You know, just gonna bring up the latest from Florian on this whole deal. Cool. So, Galatasaray were the club who invested the most in Leroy Sane over the past 2 to 3 weeks. There were phone calls, meetings, and the written offer. Most recently, Al Hilal entered the race with a big offer. Arsenal asked Sane to wait. Bayern submitted a modified offer worth around 50 million in total, 12 million to 30 million gross per year guaranteed instead of 10 million. Sane rejected all other approaches and informed Bayern of his decision to leave the club within the past few hours, as exclusively revealed. He is now on the verge of joining Galatasaray. Final steps. Well, I guess Sane is going Galatasaray, people. I guess Sane is going Galatasaray. Well, I guess that's that. Arsenal fumbling again. Why did we ask him to wait? What did we ask him to wait for? I don't know what we're asking him to wait for. Sane will be a good backup for Saga. This is what I thought. Sane will not go to Turkey. Why? His family lives in London and his wife don't want to leave the UK. So, I mean, at the moment, it's looking like he is going to go Turkey. City are washed, just like so. Sadly, Sane has no legs. That is funny. I pepped profoundly prodigious MCFC. I hear it. Sane, good player, but wouldn't be able to hack it at Arsenal, bro. He wouldn't last the season with the intensity expected at Arsenal. If he came to Arsenal, I would have seen him as a backup to Saka. Personally, I would have seen him as a bench player, good for the squad. I wouldn't have seen he wasn't a starter for me by no way, shape, or form. I lived in Turkey and it's a good way of life. Yeah, man. And you know what? Kebabs gonna be on rotation. This is why I want to visit. This is why I want to visit Turkey. I won't lie. I do love me a kebab. Ganja gets you a life sentence in Turkey. Bun Turkey blood. I don't think Sane cares about the ganja. I'll be real. What's Coleman saying these days? Injured? Probably. Coleman, I would stay far away from personally because he's way too injured. Like the injuries on that brother is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So look, like, you know, I thought maybe Sane would have been a thing for Arsenal. I thought it could have been a good deal to take advantage of. I thought it would have been something that could have added to our depth. That's why I wanted him personally. Now that it's seeming like Sane is not an option, I don't know, you know, because I don't know how Arsenal was thinking about the deal, but from my perspective, he was there for squad rotation. So now when I'm looking at the other people we've been linked to, Semenyo potentially could be viewed the same way. Mbumo, I wonder if we'll go back in. Kudus, I don't think for the amount of money we'd have to pay for Kudus that we would use him as part of the squad. That would be more of a first team type option. However, if we can get Kudus on a cheap, you never know. But hey, recently we did go in for Barcola, but again, would Barcola want to be a squad option? Like, would he leave PSG as a squad option to come to Arsenal to be a squad option? Again, I don't know. And then Barcola, he's the other side anyway. You know what? Maybe Kubo. Kubo's a good shout, Ricky. Kubo's a very good shout because I think it was last week, Kubo wants to leave Sociedad. And I mean, hey, it seems like we're able to do business with Sociedad real easily. So maybe an option. But again, Kubo's used to playing first team at Sociedad. Would he leave Sociedad first team to come to Arsenal to be back up when potentially he could go elsewhere and be first team? Who knows? But we are going to have to figure something out because we do need a Saka backup going into the next season. We didn't want Sane, bro. You know that old players in Arteta don't mix. Same with Gyokeres. Well, Gyokeres ain't really old, to be fair. He's 26, 27. Looks like Nico Williams is going to Bayern. Probably. But then I'm sold on Rodrygo at the moment, so I'd happily lose out on Nico Williams if it meant I got Rodrygo. Arsenal better get a move on or they'll be left with scraps. Yeah. Whoa, you're in Mexico. Big up the Hotspur Cave. Can't believe you ain't got a badge. Man can all fly out to Mexico and these places, but no badge. I hear it. But make sure, people, you are subscribing to the Hotspur Cave if you want to get your weekly, daily dosage of Tottenham stuff. No ganja in Turkey, but there's good hash. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, let's get the likes up, man. I don't know what the likes are, but let's sort it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Hawks, are you? I'm 6'5", man, 6'6". That's a crazy statement. Hey, you have to ask the Gala if they feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you're cold. You're funny, man. Big up Shadow V. Don't know. We were looking at Kang Lee. That's another good option. New setup. Yeah. I'm now running it off I'm now on the PC now using OBS and all that. So we're trying to make them small incremental upgrades in it. You know, we'll see where it takes us though. I big up Big Country. Barcola change agents. Yeah, it could mean something. Big up Carl's Corner. Paxwa. I don't know if that's how you say his name. You get it. But yeah, don't worry. We're gonna get around to that. We're gonna get around to. You know what? Let's go to the Rodrygo stuff now, innit? So, yeah. So when it comes to Rodrygo, just a few things to go over. And firstly, I'll start here. So I saw this article where talks a bit about Sane, but then it does move on to, moreover, it's difficult to imagine him matching Saka's output from the left next year. That's in regards to Sane. which isn't the case for Rodrygo. Yes, according to a recent report from the Athletic's Real Madrid correspondent Mario Cortegana, Arsenal are one of the few clubs intensely interested in the Brazilian international. Like and subscribe. In fact, he claims that Arteta is convinced he would have a big role in the team, although on top of convincing the player, reports from earlier this month claim that the Gunners would have to stump up around £84 million to get their man. That's overall. Real Madrid are willing to, I think it's a base of 64 and then the rest in add-ons. It would be a costly and complicated transfer to get over the line, but given Rodrygo's immense ability, it is one worth fighting for, especially as he's won comparisons to Saka. How Rodrygo compares to Saka. So look, we're going to look at, let's see. So, okay, cool. So these are the statistics per 90. And we know what we say. Usually with statistics, we just pinch a salt. But I feel like any statistic around Rodrygo usually matches up to the eye. You know what I'm saying? So assists per 90, 0.21, Saka 0.24. Progressive passes received, 10.3, 10.2. That means passes received in a higher area on the pitch. Shots, 2.57, 2.61. Crosses into the penalty area, 0.10, 0.12. Shot creating actions, 3.70, 3.67. And successful take-ons, 1.86 to 1.67. The only area where either one of them kind of beat the other by a bigger, well, a fairly big amount is on the successful take-ons by like a 0.19. And I mean, in reality, it's not that big, but it's the biggest margin. So they are very similar. They are very, very similar, at least from a statistical point of view. When it comes to the eye, I know that Rodrygo is clear on the eye. You know what I'm saying? Hooks, I think Xabi and Sesko are already in the bag. Ooh, Ross. Yeah, we're going to talk about something in a minute because I don't think it's quite the case. If we don't get Rodrygo, who you see apart from Nico Williams, Ademola Lookman, Stretch Barcola. But I want Arsenal to really push for this Rodrygo deal. Why does it feel like we are in the same situation every window? List of options disappear quickly. Signings not announced. We always waiting. I understand how, you know, it might feel that way this season, but Berta operates a bit differently. You know what I mean? At least this season, we're talking to a multitude of targets and we're getting the deals progress to a certain point where it's like, cool, the club can start clicking their fingers and making things happen. I think the fact that we're waiting until July the 1st to get Zubimendi over the line, that's naturally just going to make it seem that way anyway. But Zubimendi is ours. Obviously, we have this Sesko Gyokeres shenanigans going on at the moment. That, I mean, it's difficult in the sense of like they're weighing up a lot of things. So I don't know, and the left wing market is pretty. It is. The comment font color is red instead of black. Yeah, because Arsenal's red, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Arsenal's red. Yeah, enjoying the content, become a member, support the village. You know what I'm saying? My concern is the bums we need to offload. Yeah, we have got to get rid of a lot of people. We have got to get rid of a lot of people. No, Tom. No, Tom. No. That's Chelsea. That's Chelsea. That's for Chelsea. That's not for us. I big up CJRSA. Good morning, chat. Hooks, why you, man, wait so long? I don't know, man. I don't know. We got to ask Arsenal about that one. We ain't getting this guy to the carpet. Sorry for the lack of optimism. King Box, I hope so. I hope we do, man. Yo, big up Dan Morphy. Yildiz is another option for the left. Pretty young. Liao, another option. Yeah, another option. So there are options. Yeah. Guna codes. We do have the same conversation every window. But I'm just hoping, yeah, because this transfer window, I'm trying to maintain my cool and my calm. Yeah. And I'm not gonna just scream from the rooftops slander at the club. I'm gonna be cool, I'm gonna be calm. because as really and truly, for me personally, as long as we get in all of our core targets before preseason, I'm happy. I don't care if that happens tomorrow. Don't care if it happens in 10 days. But as long as we get them in before preseason starts, that is all I care about. But I can see a point where Arsenal just 1 week, in the space of 1 week, yeah, done deal, done deal, done deal. So I'm keeping my powder dry. Do you get me? I'm keeping my powder dry. We're winning the EPL. You mentioned that. Hey, Pep. We'll worry about the next season talk when we get closer to next season. You know what I'm saying? Big up Danino, morning hooks. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion, act like a champion. That's my settings. That's my settings. The hour is a top class. We'll get even better in the EPL. I hope so. You were a sweat once. Big up, Hawks. Yeah, big up yourself. So look, the next thing. So how it kind of develops. Yeah, and remember, make sure you're liking and subscribing, people. So I saw this. Yeah. So look, from the Madrid zone, we now don't listen to the Madrid zone for anything related to Arsenal. But when it comes to Madrid, we listen to them because it's the Madrid zone, right? So breaking, Xabi Alonso has decided his starting XI for next season. Yeah. And this is from El Aguero. Don't know who that is. Wait, this. They got 287k followers, so they must know something in it. I don't know who they are, but they must know something in it. So Courtois in goal, Trent right back with either Militao or Rodrygo right centre back, Howson left centre back, Carreras, that new brother they signed from Benfica, left back, Tchouameni and Valverde in a pivot, with then Mastantuono and Bellingham just ahead of them, with Mbappe and Vinny G. Oh, so he's doing a 4-2-2-2. Crazy. That'll be interesting to see how that happens. And as you can see, there isn't a spot for Rodrygo in the starting XI. And you know what? I did think that signing that Mass, I'm just calling him Mass in it because that name's a Mazzoline. I did think that signing Mass was gonna bench him. I can't lie. I thought that was a sign that he wasn't gonna play. Top targets, Chelsea rubbish. Jackson Mudryk, I hear it. Oh, you think they're chatting rubbish? I don't know, man. Early morning Buju lyrics. Bosh. You get me? Driver. Don't stop at all. You don't know. Hey, you don't know. Come on. I big up Snake Eyes, man. You get me? I big up UK 88Q. You don't know. You see his thing shining. Yeah, get a badge, people. Yeah, that Madrid team is looking a bit dangerous. Yeah, they got too many man. But it is looking like Rodrygo's not Rodrygo's not looking like a starter. As it stands, he's not looking like a starter. I could be wrong, but at the moment, he's not looking like a starter. So, which then leads us on to this. Yeah. Now, this is I know he posted it on Instagram, but I follow him on Twitter. I tweeted him yesterday. I said, hey, the left wing, the spot's there for you, bro, whenever you want it. You know what I'm saying? So he put Feliz, yeah. But we're gonna dive deep into this one. So you see that smiley face? That's an awkward smiley face, you know. Put the white heart, he put the football, yeah. Feliz, it means happy, yeah. So let's look at the first picture. I mean, doesn't look happy there, does he? He doesn't look happy there. He doesn't look happy there. Doesn't look happy. Oh, swear down. Okay. Those that don't hear will feel instead. Yeah. Audio podcast. So he don't look happy there, does he? He don't look happy there. Yeah. I mean, he don't look happy there, but be it as it may, I think it's very, very difficult to look happy from this position. You get me? So but here, this is a perfect time to look happy, but he don't look happy. I don't buy into this. I don't think that there's anything for Arsenal fans to take from this post personally. Yeah. What did they say? Correlation doesn't equate to causation or something like that. So yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about that. He would look much better in an Arsenal kit. Do you get me? Kvaratskhelia, we did fumble Kvaratskhelia, but so did others. Yeah. You look at pictures and scout on drugs. No. I'm not scouting the pictures. I'm just showing man that he don't look happy. By the way, let me see the audio mode. Did it? What likes are we on? Yeah, those likes were disgusting for the amount of people that was inside. You get me? What are we on now? Okay, we're 5 away. We're 4 away. We're 4 away from 50. When we get to 50, then man will go back to the normal thing. So let me know when we hit 50, innit? I can't believe we was on 37. That was absolutely diabolical. So yeah, I wouldn't be worried about once to get these owners out. I wouldn't worry about this Rodrygo stuff personally. You know, in my opinion, I wouldn't worry about it. We need Madrid to get knocked out Club World Cup because final is 15th of. Ooh. But I think we could pattern something up while they're out there. Personally, I think as the Club World Cup goes on and we see how much game time Rodrygo actually gets, Rodrygo himself might actually go, you know what? Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Agent, start speeding up the transfer in it. So we'll see what happens there. PSG will win it. I have that feeling, you know. I have that feeling that they'll win it. Yeah, I think PSG will win it. I can't lie. They're looking decent still. If Rodrygo can become a goal-scoring left winger, all you need is a striker who can link up. Play in the front more like Firmino. I hear it. So now talking about striker. Yeah, talking about striker, yeah. Okay, we hit 50, so we'll come back. Talking about striker, but keep on hitting the likes, people. Stop being frauds. It's free. Don't cost anything. So talking about striker, this will lead us on to our next thing and the last thing that we'll close out on, and that is the latest on Sesko, apparently. The latest on Sesko. So let me share my screen quickly. Boom. Cool. City got Juve, not so easy. Yeah, Juve, they got a new manager though. So look, Arsenal ready to walk away from Sesko talks. Deadline set. Plus talks advance with another striker. Arsenal have set a deadline for Benjamin Sesko transfer negotiations to be resolved. Sources close to the situation have informed Court Offside, having consulted multiple insiders with close links to the football agency industry. Court Offside have been told that Arsenal are still working to reach an agreement with RB Leipzig, but could move on to other targets. Sesko has been Mikel Arteta's top target, but talks are also advanced with Sporting Lisbon striker Viktor Gyokeres. This means Arsenal are ready to switch their focus to finalising a deal for Gyokeres if Leipzig don't ease their stance on Sesko in the next few days. Court Offside understands Arsenal will consider moving to other targets after June 15th, as per one source. Other sources would not confirm a date, but also clearly signaled that Arsenal seem to be growing impatient with this deal. So, could Arsenal actually be getting Gyokeres? Could Arsenal actually be getting Gyokeres? You know what I mean? Could we be getting Gyokeres? What do you guys think about Arsenal delaying this deal? You know what I mean? What does that mean? So I think, this is what I think, obviously, RB Leipzig are probably trying to get as much money as they can. Arsenal are probably trying to spend as little money as they can. And I think it's that simple. And I think what I do think is, which would be very interesting as well, is that they probably decided as a you don't know. I big up Jay, big up. Aye, man, big up Jay Spurs, man. Big up Jay Spurs. So, wait, sorry, that Isaac comment threw me off. I lost my train of thought. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens after June the 15th. And I think that what's probably happened inside of Arsenal is they've gone, okay, we're going to really try and push for this Sesko deal. We'll leave the Gyokeres one on the back burner for now, but we've got it to a certain point, and we know that at any point we could just trigger it, and personal terms not going to be a problem. Maybe we might have to negotiate down his salary or whatever, but personal terms shouldn't be a problem. We're going to full steam ahead with the Sesko thing. Now, these RB Leipzig man probably demanding way more money than what Arsenal are willing to pay, and they've probably just decided ending up with Watkins is mad, but it's not even that bad, I won't lie. Probably just decided that, yeah, we need the striker in before preseason starts 100%, and we're not going back and forth with Leipzig for time. Yeah, ban Nicholas Jackson. I don't want that, brother. So yeah, I think there's a slight glimmer of hope that there may be a way back in for hello, Florian. There may be a way back in for Gyokeres. You know, there may be a way back in. Or there may be someone else we go for. Viktor Osimhen is still on the market. He's still available. Obviously, Isak, but Isak is like a boy. Yeah, I don't know. The Isak one's crazy. I don't think the Isak one, I don't think anybody's pulling that off. I know there's like slight talks around the way that Liverpool might try something super audacious after securing Wirtz and try and grab Isak as well, but I really don't think that anything's going to happen with that one personally. Do you get me? That's just me personally. I don't think anything's going to happen with that one. So I wouldn't hold too much. I wouldn't hold too much hope for that one still. I won't lie to anybody. But yeah, even wait, Osimhen on a cut wage 225k. Yeah, 225k. I take that's not too bad for a striker. You man letting transfers get to your head. Relax, bro. Even without signings, we better than most. I big up Kyle's corner with the per chat. Bad man. I don't think we are getting Gyokeres. If we don't get Sesko, I feel we go for Alvarez. If not, what? Oh, even Alvarez is a good shout. Alvarez is a very good shout. If we can't tie up Sesko for whatever reason, and we can't tie up Gyokeres for whatever reason, then go and grab Alvarez. I big up Luke Rennie. Big up my bro. I wouldn't mind that. I got a feeling that Swedish contingent, Kludeberg, are going to convince Gyokeres to come to Spurs. Low. What about Solanke? Salah, Wirtz, Isak, Gakpo, G to the GGs. But yeah, I would take Alvarez also. I won't lie, I would take Alvarez. Do you know what? In all honesty, I would have liked to have got one of Sesko, Gyokeres, and then Alvarez on top. That's just me personally. That's just me personally, innit? I hooks, my club is finished. Why is your club finished, Iron Tech? Why is your club finished? Yeah, there ain't no way that Gyokeres is looking at Solanke and Richarlison and saying that he wants to go Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't even think do you know what? Yeah, let me not be a hater. Yeah. Let me not be a hater, yeah. I think Thomas Frank is gonna do bits at Tottenham. I ain't even gonna lie. I think he is gonna do bits. I want Alvarez at Liverpool to laugh at City fans. Low. You see that Cunha sister Vinny? Yeah. Relax, man. Relax. Yeah, big up DB, man. Yeah, come on, man. We need to get the likes up, man. That's all I know, man. That's all I know. So look, I know that Alvarez is another number 10, misses loads of chances, get a fucking number. We do need a 9. That's why I said I want to get it. That's why I said I want Alvarez with a striker. Do you get me? Hi. Are you on loan to Leeds, Rodney? Reports just in. You're on loan to Leeds. I've heard Arsenal are chasing young Nigerian superstar fucking no one. Oh man, you lot are funny, man. You lot are funny. What a player. missed that sitter last night after Martinelli did all the work. I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. But look, people, I am going to leave it there. I am going to be sending you across to Coppish. They're doing a 9:30 a.m. stream. So they'll probably be talking about the work stuff. So I know a lot of you in here are Liverpool fans. So make sure you head over there. I definitely think that we can. I think that we can. I'm still positive. Do you know what I mean? What? Bro, I've been live for 35 minutes. What are you talking about? You lost your mind. You lost your mind. But yeah, big up, people. Thanks for coming through, man. Make sure you're liking the video on the way out. Make sure you're subscribing on the way out. And I will be going live again very soon. So keep your eyes peeled. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Come on, you